Good evening and welcome to D6 Arcade, guys. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by Ryan Ockerfrida and Catherine Hunter. Guys, I just want to say thank you to our sponsors and partners. Thank you to Fantasy Network, Dungeon TV, Phoenix Studios, Norse Foundry, Fiesta, Tabletopia, Dungeon Dragons Memes, My D&D, and Nerd Asteroid. And thank you to our staff, Nick Simone, Percival Fairweather, Todd Heaney, Lee House, and Liam Lynch. Guys, today is Monday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means that we are going to play a lot of fun mini games today. We're going to play Escape the Dungeon. We're going to do our critical hits of the week. And then we are going to do a nerd review on a new movie that I thought was pretty cool. And it is called The Adam Project. So we're going to check this out today, guys. How are you doing?
Very great.
Doing so well. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, guys. We had a party over the weekend. Catherine and Ryan came over. And Ryan did not get to see. Guys, for all of you guys who play billiards, who plays pool, I created a Dungeons and Dragons billiards game, which I think is really awesome. And I was going to show Ryan, but Ryan was too cool for school. He didn't have time to check it out.
I wish. That was playing Blockbuster.
He's playing another game called Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Well, you missed the blockbuster of a game, my friend.
Well, we won. We tag team and we won the first game. Oh,
that's good. Great. I'm so excited for you that you won.
Me and you. Billiards.
Oh, you mean us? Yes. Yeah, we schooled everybody. We
did.
Yep. It was amazing.
Great.
So, guys, so today we are going to run an Escape the Dungeon, and it's going to be just the two of you. And I'm curious because I don't think we've ever seen that before. So I'm going to let both of you run it together.
A true test of friendship, Ryan. Are you ready?
We're going to die.
Honestly, I'm not surprised if I die because I do feel like you might kill me, but this will say a lot about us working together as a team.
I will kill you.
He's like, nah, I will kill you.
I'm confident in that for sure.
Okay, guys, for everyone at home right now on Discord, on Patreon, what could be anyone on Discord right now, feel free to put in an item for Escape the Dungeon, good and bad, put it into one simple thing, and you're going to put it in the Escape items thread. I'm there right now. I believe we have about 5 items to go, but you never know. So we'll need some for next week as well. So put something in. I have it pulled up. Jason. And guys, without further ado, let's play a game that we call Escape the Dungeon. Good evening and welcome to Escape the Dungeon. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew. And today, both Catherine and Ryan are going to run Escape the Dungeon. Guys, what do you think? Do you think that you can do this?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I will do it. Whether I do it alone or with a partner is soon to be decided. But
why do you have to go in like that? Why can't you at least see what the situation is first, what's going down immediately? You're throwing me under the non-existent bus yet.
I'm just letting everybody know what to expect.
Guys, we're going to see how it goes. So as you know, the rules, they'll be armed with one item each they choose. It'll be something common, mundane to the world. And also they'll be armed with a wizard's bag of holding. What's inside? It's good and bad items placed in by the fans, the Patreon fans right now who've already put some stuff in. And also I saw a new one come in right now. So we have We're choosing 5 different items that they can pull today. Again, we don't know if they'll be good or bad. It's all about what is in. It is literally a Mad Lib Wizard's hat. So, guys, what is your item before I give you the scenario?
Mine is a trident.
A trident. Okay.
A dagger.
A dagger. Okay, a trident and a dagger. It is taken. Guys, both of you are walking along the streets of Ravensclaw. And it's a very seedy place still. And as you're walking through, you realize that you're being followed. And some thieves jump up behind you, they get you, and they knock you out. Sometime later, you wake up, and you appear to be underground somewhere. And you're surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of these like dark society people that are all thieves and cutthroats, and they all have money, and they're exchanging coins and back and forth, and they're betting on something. And then you start realizing that they're betting on you, because in front of you is this apparent like makeshift dungeon that they set up. And they're already running someone through right now. And you kind of see someone running through it, and people can actually see on the sides. It's kind of like being part of American Gladiators, where people on the sides, they can actually see into the dungeon, and someone's running it, and they run through the whole thing, and they are cheering. And then you hear like a fire sound, and you hear, ah, and they die. And some people are upset, some people are happy, and they're exchanging coins. You two can role play. You appear there. You're armed with your chosen items, and you also have a bag of holding, which will be of the possession of whoever rolls higher on a d6. Go ahead.
Wait, I just have a question first. So how do we have to escape? You
don't know anything yet.
Oh.
Okay. Make that roll. 3 seconds to roll or no roll. 3, 2,
6,
1. You got it either way. No roll. Ryan got 6.
And also before Jason said that D6 roll between me and Catherine, he would give his Patreon reroll. I rolled a 5 for that.
Okay, Catherine, to take a roll. Patreon reroll coming in from fans, from Jason Spector. Thank you.
2.
2, and he gets the reroll 2 and the bag of holding.
All right.
Okay, so you guys are lined up, and there's about 3 people in front of you: an elf, and a halfling, and a gnome. And it looks like they're all gonna run. You think that the halfling and the gnome are gonna run together, and the elf's gonna run by himself. It looks like. So you're lining up. There are guards at different places. It's very seedy. It's underground. It looks like dungeon walls. There's torches on the sides, and again, a couple hundred people, and this makeshift dungeon in the center of this whole like gymnasium. It's not a gymnasium like there's sports equipment, but there's a gymnasium-sized kind of like underdwelling. Okay. You guys
okay. And those elves are right in front of us, talking distance.
There's one elf in front of you. He's run the dungeon. He looks like he's in the same predicament as you, and behind him is a halfling and a gnome sitting together. You can roll.
I'm like hurt because they knocked me out. Hey guys, you know what's going on here? Where are we?
Who knocked you out?
We got knocked out. I just woke up in this place. I was walking in the street and I got knocked out.
What are they doing here?
I'm trying to find out.
I don't know. I was shopping in one of the stores and someone came up behind me and they grabbed me, and I don't remember anything after that. So I guess mine's similar. The gnome's like, "Yep, me too. I was working on one of the ships, and then all of a sudden I was hit on the back of the head, and I woke up here."
It's like Squid Games a little bit.
So what's a Squid Game?
You're not from the year 2020?
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit back and observe, and kind of bow out a little bit, and I would just watch, see what happens when they run.
How long ago did you guys get here?
I've been here. I just woke up a little while ago, maybe like 2 hours.
What do you think they want from us?
I think they just want to watch us to see if we live or die.
I have a feeling.
I'm
gonna go inside the bag.
What's that?
The bag?
What bag?
I'm gonna go inside the bag. Excuse me. I turn around, turn my back to Captain.
They try to look like, what's he doing?
Damn it. 3. Patreon reroll. Screw it. Let's go.
Now, okay.
3 again.
Oh, what a waste. Okay, he's using the bag of holding, guys. Here we come. Could be a good or bad item. We're going to go into it right now and see what we get. If you would have got the good, you would have gotten a hair dryer that blows fire. This is coming in from Doug. But instead, you get the bad, which is a hair glue that has your hands all sticky. Can't do anything with your hands for 2 rounds.
All
So
right,
you did it. Good. Yeah, so it won't really affect you right now. So you're holding it right now, and nothing really happens, but your hands are stuck.
This freaking bag. I thought I cleaned it out.
What is that? You have like you have like sticky stuff? What is that for? For climbing?
Well, no, this bag is a little random. I pull something out and it gives me something, and I guess it was feeling a little sticky today. And she's just talking, but no noise is coming out. I don't know what's happening.
Can I see what I can pull?
Sure, here.
All right, I go into the bag.
Go for it.
6.
Let's go.
You get a 6. You go inside, coming in from Jason Spector. If you got the bed in a comic book guy from the Simpsons, worst bad item ever. You now have disadvantage on all future bag of holding pools. That's what you would have had if you got the bad. But you got the good, which is best good item ever. You now have advantage in all future bag of holding pools. So which means that every time you pull, you roll twice, take the highest number in the future.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that's what you have. That's what you pull.
We have so many pulls left too, so this is good.
You have you have 3 pulls.
Pull again.
All right.
Yeah, I feel lucky right now.
The gnome and the halfling are just watching you pull, and you guys see behind you. You see the elf is kind of looking over, and then they call him over, and then he goes into the dungeon. He runs through, and immediately you hear like. You see him like darting through things, and he starts running through the dungeon, and people are cheering, going crazy.
Okay.
The first roll was a 4, so do I even need to roll again?
It doesn't matter, yeah, because you already got it. Yeah. Okay, coming in from Derek. If you got the bad, it would have been you have been cursed with silence. All your communication must be mimed. Ryan gets to interpret your actions. I am sad that didn't go through. But the good is the power of drama. You can use this power to escape a dangerous situation. However, you must act and describe it as if you were an 80s daytime soap opera.
Is this so bad that I don't even know what an 80s daytime soap opera looks like?
Soap opera in the 80s. Just
I never watched soap operas, but all right, I'll just...
It's just a cheesy show.
Oh,
like Days of Our Lives.
Okay. No, I've heard of it. I've never seen it, so... But I got this. I'm going to escape as an 80s...
You can use this power to escape a dangerous situation. However, you must act and describe it as if it were an 80s time soap opera. So if something happens, you have to successfully act like that. And if it's enough, I will award you the escape. And that is it. I think I'm going to give you... That's 1 time.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Before this goes any crazy, I need one more pull. I need something good. I'm stuck here with a trident.
I'm stuck here with a trident.
1.
Oh, 1. That's not good. So if you got the good, it would have been a loot of sleep. Put 1 enemy to sleep for 2 rounds. But instead, you got the bad. A broken whistle blows out your ears, making you deaf for the remainder of the game. Must use sign language to communicate.
And just when you thought you were gonna ditch me, oh, how the turns table.
So you cannot hear in game anymore, and you cannot lip read because obviously you don't know that. So, oh wow, you know we should. Oh wait, I wish I could we just turn off his mic.
I could mute my.
Muting yourself is not the same thing. Can you hear me? That means you're not deaf. No, all you're doing is making it like that we're deaf. That doesn't help.
Mute your volume.
I did. Okay, turn it back down.
We couldn't hear you, so that didn't help.
Okay,
no, if he just lowers his volume, he can't hear us.
Okay, so you can still hear me. I can't hear you now.
It doesn't matter. Let's go back in the bag.
It's okay. Put it back up. Put it back on. Because there's no way to describe things to you. Okay,
one
so
more pull while this bag's still here.
Yeah, I think you have 1 more pull, then that's it. The bag's gone.
Yeah, I'm not letting him go back in it.
Wait,
he's dead.
That was 5?
It's 5.
That was 5. You sure?
I only pulled once.
You pulled.
I pulled twice.
1,
I got bad on both.
2, 3.
Oh no, I pulled twice.
4. Yeah, sticky hands. The blowing just went deaf. The power of drama and the advantage on good items. 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry.
One more. I
Who's
got
pulling?
this. Me,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
deaf.
This is it. You see by the way, you see the gnome and the halfling now go through, and they will start running through the dungeon.
Okay. To like the playing field or the opposite way?
They go into the dungeon. Same thing. It's like a doorway.
Okay. 6.
6. Let's see what we got here. Wow. Okay, Andrew. So from coming in from Andrew, I see Spirit's got one on the bottom. That would be next, but we're out. That'll be next week, Spirit. Today is Andrew from Crutch. And the bad is a used toothbrush. And the good is Iron Man's repulsor gauntlets.
Let's go.
That's he goes like this. It goes. So these little circles, magical circles, appear in your hands, and you go. You
Do I
can fire
have one
them.
giant hand now too, with the whole glove?
You don't have a giant hand. You just have the circle on both your hands.
Okay. I just wanted a giant hand.
Not this episode. Not while I'm DM.
Okay.
Okay. All of a sudden, you see half orc comes up and he goes, "You're running next. Ready?"
Ready. I don't know who that guy is, but is he my competition?
No, he's your teammate.
Oh boy. Okay. So I hand Ryan my dagger.
Okay,
she hands this.
I take it, but I can't hear anything.
Okay, he takes the dagger. Okay, all of a sudden you the half orc is going like this. Ryan, you see the half orc goes. He's doing that to you, and Captain, he says, "It's your turn. Go in." Then he kind of gives you a push.
Okay, so I run in.
I go.
Okay, who's first? It looks like Catherine's first.
Yeah.
Okay, as you run in immediately, you go through this archway, and everyone just erupts. And everyone's cheering along. You guys run through. You go maybe like 10 feet, and you turn left, and you see it's just a long hallway down about 20 feet. What do you want to do?
I point to the walls, and then I do this. So like to show that things are flying out of the walls. So that's what's happening.
I continue going forward.
Okay, you walk through. You're running, walking, crawling. What?
Crawling.
Okay.
I'm gonna crawl.
Okay, you start crawling on the floor, going through, and what you're gonna do is roll a d6, and don't roll a 1 or a 2.
4.
5.
Okay, you guys are crawling like this, and you see little either daggers or darts or something is shooting above your head. You really can't look up to see it. You guys crawl the whole hallway. You get to the other side, and you're fine. You get up, and everyone's kind of trying to look on the side. They see you, and they're like, "Yeah." Some people are just upset and they're mad, like they thought you're gonna die, and so you continue on. You guys walk the hallways a little bit. It's kind of a little bit of a maze, and then all of a sudden it opens up into like an area that's probably about 20 feet wide, and on the floor you see all these holes, and the holes are about the size of my hand, and it's circular, and they're all over, littering the floor everywhere, and there's even some holes on the walls as well. What do you want to do?
Is there anything else that we notice in this room besides the holes? Like, is there a door? Is there
there is a door on the other side. It's open.
Okay.
What's the floor made out of?
It's stone, but there is dirt where the holes are.
I'm gonna try and maneuver around the holes onto the solid part and like kind of like tiptoe and stealthily move over the holes toward the door.
Okay. So you start avoiding the holes and just make your way through. Just roll a d6. Don't roll a 1 or a 2. Same thing again.
5.
Okay, Catherine.
I also want to do that. 4.
Okay, no problems. You guys go around the holes. You don't trigger anything. You're not sure what was going to come out of them or not, but nothing happens. You get to the other side. You get to the door. You walk through.
Yes. I open it. Well, I try to push the door open.
It's open already. Ryan walks through. Catherine, do you walk in?
I walk through.
Okay, you guys walk through. You're in another hallway. There's another door that is about, again, 20 feet down. The door behind you is shuts, and the door in front of you is already shut. And all of a sudden, from the floor, water starts filling up.
Oh my god! I book it. So
you run to the other side. You're at that door. The water is up to here. When I reach the top of my screen, that means it's full.
Okay. Is there any lock on that door? Is there a lock?
There is a lock on the door. Yes.
Can I try and pick it with my dagger or my trident? I try and pick it with my dagger. I'm like,
you cannot pick a door with the trident.
A dagger.
You could try the dagger. You don't know how. You roll a 6 and then a 5+. I'll stop the timer for a second.
Damn it. 2.
Nope. And the water continues.
Oh, cat.
Can I use the glove?
Yeah, blast.
And
Can
push
use the
it
what?
open? The gauntlet?
You could try anything you like.
Okay. I'm going to try
I move back.
I'm going to try
roll,
that.
roll D6.
We're going to die.
6! These rolls tonight are crazy.
You see the whole arcane Menji shoots out of her hand. The door just bursts open and the water goes flying out. Roll D6 here. Do not roll a 1.
3.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Roll a 1.
Yeah.
So you blow the thing open, and all of a sudden the water rushes out. It sweeps underneath you. You fall on the ground, and you start going forward. And as you go, Ryan, you get rushed forward. You grab whatever's left of the doors, and you hold on. You're fine. But Catherine, you go out into this circular room, and there's a hole in the middle, and you go right into the hole and go flying downwards. You have 6 seconds to react.
I use get out of a dangerous situation.
You need to make it make sense for me.
Oh my God, there is so much water here. I can't believe I just woke up from this crazy accident and I just don't even remember how I got here. And there's water. I can't swim. I need to get out of here.
I'll give you some music.
Okay.
None of this is good to see.
Help, I can't swim. There's so much water. And terrible music. Can I please get out of here? I need help out of here.
None of it is like what we need.
What I need is to get out of here.
Okay, so you fall down the well, this well, whatever it is, and you grab the sides and you're there, and you say, "I need to get out of here." Ryan, if you and Catherine can successfully make this feel like a bad Days of Our Lives episode, then I will allow her to get out. If not, she's gonna fall.
So I'm holding on to the doorway. The water didn't.
The water's just finished now. She's maybe
if you loved me at all, you would help me out of here.
I can't hear her, so I don't I'm just peeking over, looking to see if I can see her, and I guess I just see her, and I just stare, and I'm like,
grab my hand.
Take my hand.
Okay, so you can't reach her. She's too far.
Oh,
once again, the only can free her with the power of an 80s cheesy soap opera.
I take out my trident and I start to fish it down so she can grab the spike part.
6 on a D6.
One.
You lean the trident in, and then you slip, and now you fall forward. You're still on top of the hole. You drop the trident down. Catherine, roll a dodge for this. Roll a 4+, or the trident stabs you and you fall.
No.
2.
So he drops the trident. The trident hits you. And you go flying down the hole into the bottom into spikes, and you died. Oh. Ryan, you're over the hole right now. You hear her die, and you're just extended over it, and all your limbs are getting tired. What do you want to do?
I don't hear her.
Yeah, right. You don't hear her die. But you see the blood in the distance.
Okay, my one true love failed me.
I'm spread, holding the sides, not falling down. Right? You said.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try and wiggle back and push to get back standing, and kind of get myself back with my back up against the wall that's closest to me.
So you're like this over a hole, and you're trying to stand up.
Not just stand up. I'm pushing off each side and slowly going.
It's like you're doing a plank. You can do a plank and go left and right. That's the only thing you can pretty much get out of it because the hole's underneath you.
Okay, I will.
Just you crawl left, you crawl right because you can't go forward or backwards, obviously, right? You understand?
I think so. I will.
If my hand is you. The hole is in the center. So your hands are out like this, and your legs are on the bottom, and the hole is
right under my stomach.
Yeah, exactly.
So I could kind of crawl back.
Yeah, it's pretty wide though. So the only thing you can do is kind of inch left or right.
Okay, I will inch left.
Okay. So roll d6. Don't give me a 1 or 2. You are stable.
I rolled it off the table.
6 seconds for a reroll. 6, 5,
Do I have one?
4.
I can't remember if I
3.
have one. I have one. I have one.
Do you have? Where is it?
Yes, you gave me one for running to Liam's house.
Okay.
Okay, that was a good use of okay. Okay, come on. 6! Let's go. I'm alive.
Okay, so you like you make your way over, you get to the side, you're exhausted, you lay down, you hear a lot of screams and yells, and you hear a lot of people booing you because they want you to die.
Yeah, me too. From the bottom, my dead soul is like, boo!
I can't hear anything.
This was a soap opera right now, just from all that. Okay, so you're on the side, and there is another door.
Okay.
And you could continue on if you wish, or you could jump in the hole and end it all.
I'm gonna continue on. I'm not giving up. I gotta do this for
Good for you, Ryan.
For Iron Man.
Okay. So you get up, you go to the door. The door is unlocked.
All right, I gotta push through. Oh
okay.
God.
You push through the door, and in this room, you see it's another hall, not a room, it's a hallway, and the hallway is full of vines. It goes down by about 15 feet and then hangs a turn left and just keeps going obviously out of your sight. And there's vines all over the wall. What do you want to do?
Vines all over the wall, not hanging directly in front of me.
No.
Okay, and I look around, like the floor is there, everything's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can't answer if everything's good, but I can tell you the floor is there.
Okay, I'm just gonna take out my dagger and slowly walk through, ready to freaking cut some vines if I gotta.
Okay, you take a step forward, roll a d6. Do not roll a 1, 2, or 3.
5.
You go forward, and the ground beneath you crumbles, and you manage to pull back, and just falls down, and you see there are spikes not even 5 feet down that you just fall right into, and probably just bleed to death. You step back, you do not fall. What do you want to do?
I look at the vines on the wall, and I give it a little tug to see how strong they are.
They're very strong.
Okay, I'm gonna use the vines to crawl on the wall to try and get to the other side.
Okay, don't roll a 1.
4.
4. Good job.
Yes.
So you climb to the other side of the room, and now you're standing there in the corner area where I said before it makes a turn to the left, and now you're facing this long hallway. And at the end, well, I'll describe it in order. On that hallway going down is 2 torches, then 2 torches, then 2 torches, then 2 torches, and 2 torches. None of them are lit. And on the very end, you see an archway, which looks like the archway you came in to get in. And then you see like the same kind of stone floor out of it. And then far beyond that are people out there, like possibly some kind of ending or something. What do you want to do? Okay.
I'm going to slowly move up. I think when I see the torches, I think back to the guy. I hear him getting burned, and I'm like, all right, something's crazy in here. I start observing to see if I see any spots where fire would come out of. Is there like a perception check or anything? Anything? I can
roll d6.
Okay. 6.
Ryan knew the name of the check. Very good. You roll 6. So you feel that the torches are not ordinary. They're magical. They look too pristine, but you don't see anything that tells you about what they do, if anything.
Okay.
Indiana Jones. Very good.
Okay. And the torches are lined up across from each other every few feet. There's 2, right?
It's not every 2 feet. It's like maybe 4 feet.
Okay. All right. I feel like this is the hardest part. I have no idea what's about to happen. All right. I slowly move up a little bit toward the first, toward the first aisle, like cautiously, ready though. Ready if I got to drop down and avoid a burn. I'm gauged. I just did my warm up and I'm good.
So what is your first step? How do you do this?
I'm just going to move directly toward a little bit down the hallway. Oh, you shaking your head? No. Come on.
I'm laughing at Todd. Okay. That was more of all my children's type of kid. He's just trolling us. Okay. So you're going slow or you're going very fast?
I'm gonna go slow. I'm gonna not like too slow, but kind of. I'm not running. I'm not running.
Okay, so you takes a couple steps, and you're looking for things, anything weird. You're not finding anything, and then you see the torches light up, and now you're walking slow. And in the next like second or 2 seconds, the next torches go, but they're ahead of you, but you're still walking slow. So here's you, and here's the torches.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I want to pick up my pace now, and I want to do like a jumping somersault roll through the torches, so that if something does happen, I'm almost stop, drop, and roll already. So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna jump, roll, spin, get up, run through the next one, and I'm gonna try and do that.
You're saying every time you pass a torch, they're basically just rolling every second. Because they're every 4 feet.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just gonna like roll through, up, back, and roll through, like if I.
Okay, so you're doing somersault after somersault and somersault. You need to not give me a 1. If you do, you're gonna bang your head and just be stopped on the floor. Go ahead.
Okay. 3.
Okay, keep going. You got 5. You got 4 more of these.
6. That should give me something.
I'll skip 1. So that's
okay.
3 down. 2 more.
Okay. 6 again. Yeah!
Okay, so you roll on the floor amazingly. And you run forward. You do like a flying jump. You catch up. Now you're neck and neck with the torches being lit, and the doorway is coming up. And you're on a 6. Now, what you ask me next, or what you want to do next, is going to be very important. Now you're at this moment where you're like this. If we were to freeze time, right? You're like this. The torches are lighting up, like they're lighting up, and you see in another like 5 feet is this doorway, and it opens up into this big area. And then there's people all the way in the back.
Okay.
So feel free to ask me anything you want.
Okay, I'm going to observe. I want to observe the doorway and look to see if there's that's like a faulty door or faulty entrance to like a fake thing where I think I'm about to win. Do I look around and see anything else that might resemble an exit or a way out of there?
Okay, roll D6.
6. I'll show you.
Okay, so you investigate the doorway, and as you're looking at it, you realize there is a trap door placed right outside of the archway. So you run and think you're the best, and then you're the worst. So it's about 10 feet. You would need to easily jump from the archway past it, over it.
Okay. So I see the trap door, so I see where my target is. I have to run and jump over it.
That's what it looks like.
This trap door, is it something that I don't even know what I'm about to say. I don't even know if that makes any sense. Okay. It's a trap door on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And if I run over it, I'm going to fall into the ground.
Yes.
And it's very wide. I have to do a running jump.
Obviously, we're assuming the trap door opens.
I'm going to take my dagger and throw it on the trap door and see what happens.
So it's going to be a very quick action because you're running full steam right now. I allowed you to stop in time a little bit. You're running. Remember, you're going out the door like this, and you're just seeing that the last second. So your last action before whatever happens here is just going to be throwing the dagger, which is fine. And then I imagine you're going to try to jump over it.
Yeah. I'm going to throw the dagger, see what happens, and then I'm going to freaking jump it.
Okay, so you need to beat me in a D6 roll for the fire, and we're going to see how that goes. Here we go. I am rolling. I rolled a 3. Not that bad.
Okay. Saren Fora saying it's a rigged game because I'm rolling 6s. Let's go. 4.
4. You got it. So
I'll settle all my rolls.
So you throw the dagger. It hits the ground. Roll a D6 for the dagger, just for the
3.
Okay, so it just deflects off the floor. You get outside. You're slightly ahead of the torches, and you notice as you cross the boundary, the torches fully light up behind you, and a fireball goes off, like right behind you, like it would have gotten you if you weren't fast enough. And as that's what's pushing you forward, and you take the jump. Ryan, this is your final roll. If you get through this, 4+, you will jump the entire pit, make it to the other side, and you'll be the first person in this day in game to make it through the entire dungeon of Ravensclaw.
I need somebody in the chat to have a reroll prime for me, please. I will. Please. Okay, we got this, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. Oh no! It fell off the table. Damn
That
it.
is a 1.
Wait, you gave me 2 rerolls for running to Liam's. It wasn't 1. Verify.
Let's go back and check the episode.
I'm gonna. That
just
may be
speaks for
true,
him.
but because you called it later and then you're not calling it now, you can't just keep calling up new rerolls, and I can't
What do you
confirm
mean?
it now.
I just rolled this.
I can't confirm that because we're on the show live in the moment. So if somebody gives you a reroll, then you can use it. But before you're like, oh yeah, you said 2 rerolls, and that might be it. But then you're gonna be like, oh, it's 3 rerolls. So you need to confirm these things, jot them down, have correct notes.
Spuds McKenzie just gave a reroll to Cat. That's so funny. Cat,
Yes!
reroll, please reroll
Todd!
for me. Cat.
Oh, Todd, my heart
Wait,
just
Cat.
burst out.
Todd gave Cat a reroll.
Yeah, not me. Please, Cat.
Todd, it's 500 bits from Spuds. Thank you so much. Wow, awesome.
Ryan, why would I give it to you when you
Because we could win this.
literally
I didn't kill you
killed me?
purposely. What was I doing when you died? I was trying to help you. I was literally trying to pull you up.
All I
did
know
not
is it is your trident
I did not.
that stabbed
did
me
not
right in
betray
the
you.
heart, and it wasn't even for the first time, Ryan.
Off the table.
Plus,
Cat,
you rolled
don't
off the
do this.
table. You just wasted 2 rolls just by rolling off the table. Just
Cat, I
roll
can't
like
believe you-
a normal person.
I can't believe you're doing this. I lost.
Honestly, I feel like Todd gave it to me, and if he wanted you to have it, he would have given it to
He
you.
did, no, he gave it to you because it would be funny because I need one now, and he's like, "Oh, let me donate a reroll," but it's not to the person who needs it.
Todd's a funny guy.
I agree. That was hilarious. So let's agree together and let's use that reroll. I know. Please don't throw it away. That's what I'm saying, Phantom. We got to get some reroll action up in here because this is it. They won't let me use my second reroll from last week, and Cat, you got to just use it, please.
I don't know.
Come on, Cat. Come on. What are you doing? We're live. Please.
The fans are loving this right now. What's going to happen here?
I did not.
I think I just need to see you act it out dramatically first, and then
What
I'll
do you
decide
mean?
if that was reroll worthy or not.
An anonymous cheerer. You got 500 coming in from an anonymous person. Someone just stopping in. Thank you,
That's
anonymous
Bobby
cheerer.
Balls. He made, he made
Yeah,
another
Bobby.
account.
Bobby, is that a reroll? Anonymous cheer, 500. Going once, going twice. I'll take it. All right.
Yeah,
Anonymous
they
cheerer. Who's it for? Right. Who's it for? Anonymous
for me.
cheerer.
Come on. Who's it for? We
Anonymous
all know.
cheerer did not say who it's for. Maybe we give it to the highest person.
I freaking rolled higher.
Also me.
No, I was gonna
Roll
say
right
that.
now.
Listen, it was me. It's for Ryan Spuds McKenzie.
Todd, why do you have 2 accounts?
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. I'm rolling this crap right now. I'm making this happen. So 4+.
Todd, comment
Okay.
on the other account that it was for Ryan, and then we'll believe you. I don't believe that.
No, I'm doing it. It's too late. 6.
Let's show it. Show it. Show it.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I'm not gonna touch it.
It's a 1.
Bull crap. Let's go.
Very good. What are you wearing right now?
It's my workout shorts. Look,
You're wearing purple, yellow, and like black shorts.
Yeah, they're black shorts.
I did compliment that shirt the other day. You don't like it, Tony?
You don't like the shirt? He doesn't like it.
Well, the yellow, the purple, and the black is just an odd combination for me. It's good. No, let's continue. I just couldn't get over that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make the jump. You rolled a 6 actually. So you make the jump perfectly. You actually just go back in time. You somersaulted 6 on a 6 on a 6 on all your jump maneuvers, and you pass it like a boss, and you do like a gymnastics flip and like land superhero landing on the other side and get up, and everyone just erupts. They're all going crazy. They love it. Show it again. Show us again.
I do a flip. Let's go.
Amazing. So you're there. Everyone comes over to you. They start, cheering you. Some people come over to lift you up, and you see other people are, making money. They're cashing in their winnings and such. What do you want to say? They give you one of them comes over and quiets everybody down, and they want you to make a speech to everybody. Go ahead.
Thank you, everybody who watched me and cheered me on. I can't hear you right now, but I know you were loud. I know you guys were screaming my name. You wanted to see me win. So all my fans at home, keep riding.
Amazing. Too bad. Yeah, too many can't hear you when cheering. He has the sign language.
I'm going that sign language and shit.
Well, you don't know sign language, but you're just talking and not hearing anything.
Yeah, I don't.
So you make it. Your ears eventually come back later in the day, and they are saluting you and then giving you like some sort of like prizes and such. They give you some gold, and they put you through a whole feast. And that is it. Catherine, you wake up and you see an angel.
I
Ryan, I'm going to let you play the angel. Go ahead.
I don't want that angel. He killed me.
My wings are like just floating, like, and there's like a white glow around me.
Is the trident still on the floor from when he?
No. You wake up and you're like in heaven, like another realm, and it's not Ryan, it's an angel.
Oh.
The powers of role play, Catherine. We're on a role playing show.
No, I know. I thought I was still in the same place that I died, though.
No.
Welcome.
Why would Ryan be an angel then?
Welcome to the afterlife, Catherine.
The afterlife?
Yes.
How did I get here?
You suffered a fatal injury at the hands of a trident. But it was meant to be. If you look down in this crystal ball, you can see back on Earth, Ryan is getting all the praise and cheers. He even got his hearing back. It was a great day.
In the afterlife, do I have any powers?
That's Ryan.
You do not. You have the power of nothing because you didn't give me a reroll.
Okay.
I love that you both just played. You both metagamed each other.
I was talking to her.
You talked to her. You just said you don't give me a reroll as an angel in the game.
You didn't give Ryan the reroll he needed. Therefore, no powers for you.
There you go. So Ryan, you can send her to hell, or you can keep her in heaven. What do you want to do?
Oh,
send me to hell.
Okay. I will show her one last time. Everybody holding. Look at this, and it's Ryan cheering. Everybody's screaming his name and stuff. And then I give her a thumbs up, and then I give her a thumbs down, and I send her to hell.
Okay, Catherine, you fall down, and all of a sudden you fall into hell, and you see all fire, and you see the devil walk up to you, played by Ryan. Go ahead.
Yes.
I thought I'd never see you here.
I knew
There's a person on Earth that looks exactly like you. I think we should target him next.
You fool. Silence. You are in hell now, and I am the devil. You will now clean my room for eternity. And trust me, it does not smell nice. Yes.
And now, Satan's mother comes over, which was played by Catherine also.
Mom.
Get back to your room.
Mom, we have a guest.
Who is this villain you speak of? He's a person on Earth that looks just like your son, and he's up to no good. You think he should join us here? Yes, I do. Let me be his Earth devil and get him here. Sounds good. Get down there, champion. Then.
Wow. And that's where we're going to end our Escape the Dungeon. Just want to see how far I can draw that out. Amazing, guys. Yeah, there it is. Oh, absolutely right. There is the soap opera. That was the soap opera at the end. Congratulations. It comes back full circle, and the Razzie Award goes to apparently Catherine. Yep. This soap opera we didn't ask for, but the one we needed.
I'd just like to point out, Ryan, this one goes out to you. Joshua just said I was a god.
Wow.
Ryan likes to tell the little kids that come to work out with him that he is a god.
Joshua, you were feeling okay today?
Okay, guys, that does it for Escape the Dungeon. Thank you so much for playing, hanging out with us, guys. Let's go over to our next show. Let's do it right now, guys. This is a show that we started I guess a few weeks ago, and it's a lot of fun. And I think we may even have some of the inputs from our Patreon fans. And this show is called Critical Hits. And it's all about TikToks, videos, photos, whatever's going viral now in the fantasy tabletop community. It's a lot of fun. And we're going to look at it and vote on our favorite one. So definitely let us know what you think. Put it in chat right now. We'll put it on screen. And if you're watching this after the fact, put it into the comments. And usually we check those too. We'll check on it. And then we'll see what you guys thought was the best one. So here it comes. Without further ado, our show. It is called Critical Hits of the Week. Yeah!
I love that.
Welcome, guys. Welcome back to Critical Hits of the Week. I am joined by Catherine and Ryan and some of our fans, and we are going to see what is the best memes, TikToks, and videos and photos or anything that has come out this week, at least that we got hold of. So we're going to go to our first one right now. Here it comes. When the 6th intelligence barbarian rolls a 20 on intelligence.
Yes, his eyes are like just looking the other way.
This is Ryan when he goes through dungeons.
I think he just spaced out. Yeah. That was me trying to calculate everything.
Right, awesome. And you just saw who it was before the credits. Let's go to number 2, guys. Don't forget the number for each one. That was number 1. Let's get ready for number 2 and see what we got here. Here it comes. That's the creator of Dungeons and Dragons on top, just so you know. For those who don't know, Gary Gygax. The man in the back of the car seems nervous. What do? I will turn and talk to him and to ease his anxiety. Roll 1. So this is a famous scene. Obviously, that doesn't go well.
Does he get shot when he turns around?
Yeah.
All right. Seems about right.
Spoiler alert if you didn't see the movie. So that is number 2. That was pretty good. Let's look at number 3. Let's see what we got.
We're men, manly men, we're men in tights. Yes! We roam around the forest looking for fights. We're men in tights. We run from the rich and give to the poor, that's right. We may look like pansies, but don't get us wrong or else we'll put out your lights. We're men in tights, tights. Always on guard, defending the people's rights. When you're in a fix, just call for the men in tights. We're bunch.
Very nice. We've had him one shot questions on a lot on the show. He's always funny, and I like that he incorporates the same type of dancing into pretty much everything because he just likes to do it. And what do you call? They're always good. They're always great, and that's obviously from Men in Tights. For those who've never seen, have you guys seen Men in Tights?
I have not.
Catherine,
I've seen Men in Black, not Men in Tights, though.
They're very different movies. So Men in Tights is a Robin Hood spoof movie made by Mel Brooks.
Okay, that makes sense.
Dave Chappelle's in it actually too. He plays.
I don't know Mel Brooks. Maybe I do, but not off the top of my head.
Mel Brooks did the producers. He also did Spaceballs. He did History of the World.
Okay.
I've seen Spaceballs.
Ton of things. Spaceballs is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So that was pretty good, guys. Guys, keep going. Let's see what people are saying right now. Yes, my favorite movie of all time. That's a great movie. Men in Tights. I can quote word for word. I can quote. I feel like I could quote Spaceballs almost word for word. And I remember the day I realized that was happening. Someone was saying I could do this for that movie, and I was like, I don't think there is any movies like that. And then somebody said Spaceballs. I was like, oh my god, I can quote Spaceballs. I don't even know how it happened. Spaceballs is great because they just improv the entire thing over and over and over and over, and then they just took the best thing, the best of all of it, put it together, and I think every scene is just hilarious.
Oh, I didn't know that movie was improv.
They do well. It's not like improv with no script. They have a script, they have their lines, but they will improv and do different takes. And that's done a lot in TV today. In certain shows, like Arrested Development, would do that. The Office would do that. Parks and Rec. They'll do it. We'll run it 3 different ways, and they'll just throw jokes out. And that's what they would do. They did the same, do that until they, get something good.
Mm.
What's this? I love hearing Tony thinking about the really bad thing he did and then just skipping that footnote. You should have seen for Spaceballs. Yes, we will definitely do Spaceballs. So what's the roll? That would be amazing. Okay, so that was a minute tights. That's one shot questers. Let's see what else we got. I think that was number 3. Yep, that was number 3. So let's go over and see what number 4 is going to be. And here it comes. I have a notebook full of homebrew items. The items, a kazoo. I mean, it's kazoo. That's pretty much it. Cool green, glowing runes, makes doot noise, shiny. This is like being in a party with a kender, a little halfling who just pulls out all these useless items with you. Tasselhoff, from Dragonlance series, we pulling out all silly things he found, and there would be something from somebody in the parties or whatever. So it feels like a halfling or a kender pickup to me. And yeah, useless items are fun to have. It's fun when you can make them actually work. Like Liam likes to choose
I was
a
gonna
spoon
say.
a lot, and if you can make a spoon work, then you deserve extra credit for that. I think.
Yeah, you're a legend.
Liam is the king of useless items.
He is. Yep, he likes to do that. That was number 4. Let's go to our last one, number 5.
Would you like to use the bathroom?
Why do you say that?
Because humans make piddles and poopers. Would you like some thin mints or comfortable sweatpants?
No, the never leave part. Wait, why would I want that?
Because they are the most popular Girl Scout cookie.
No, but why would you... Wait, hold on, sweatpants?
Because I can heat them up in the dryer to slightly above your body temperature. Being that you're warm-blooded, it's a real treat.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the hot pants.
I'll take the hot pants. So a Warforge, for you guys to know, it's kind of like the Crystal Born in our quest, where it's just a suit of armor. But it's not really armor. It's just like it's created by another person in game or by part of the story or whatever. But there are like artificial beings created by something, and there's all sorts of different ones in different stories. In our world in Andaria, they're a crystal inside the suit. It's powered by a soul, and the soul inhabits the body. You have like a ghost and shell kind of feel where it's like some kind of entity running it. So playing them is very fun because they're always kind of strange and a little bit weird and not very akin to normal things in life.
Is there anybody on the show who plays that?
So on Gnome Patrol, I played Dado, which is a Crystal Born. Relic, it was by Vinny Pro. Vinny Pro played Relic for a long time, and that is
right.
Born. And he literally woke up on the episode. His first moments of life was on the episode. And I just said, he goes, "What's my backstory?" And I went, "Your backstory is this." That's him coming into existence, he's waking up. And that's in the quest. That's in Arcane City. That's episode 1 of Arcane City. So if you want to see me screaming at Vinny, you go check that out. So that is it, guys. Number 1, Ryan in the dungeon. Number 2,
Pulp Fiction.
when things just go wrong by accident. Number 3, and number 4, the kazoo. When you have all these useless items on a quest.
The doot noise.
And finally,
Would you like to use the bathroom?
Why do you say that?
okay, guys, what is your choices? Put them into chat right now. Let's vote and see what is the best. What gets the critical hit of the week?
I like the word dude.
So that's why you want to do it?
No, I'm
Yay!
not
Steven
picking
loves data. Awesome.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
picking that one. I'm going to pick 3.
That is what, yes. So Derek, 7-4 has picked 3.
I'm going to pick the Barbarian one.
Phantom has picked 3. Jason picks 4. Catherine, you picked 3?
Yeah.
And you picked the Barbarian one because it's you.
Yeah, I think that was 1.
Range uses hot pants. At number 5. I don't know. I guess you have to go with 3 because it's like the most well thought out. And anything else? Last seconds for anyone else to vote. Todd's going number 2.
There we go. Todd, go number 2. We'll be here.
Philmar plays D&D and got his head exploded. Yes. In that movie, yes. And that is it, guys. I think I might vote for number 3 as well. So that means, here it is. It's one-shot questers. And here we do is our final run for it. Congratulations. And
We're men, manly men, we're men in tights. Yes! We roam around the forest looking for fights. We're men in tights. We run from the rich and give to the poor, that's right. We may look like pansies, but don't get us wrong or else we'll put out your lights. We're men in tights, tights. Always on guard, defending the people's rights. When you're in a fix, just call for the men in tights. We're bunch.
That's legend.
amazing. It's fantastic.
I love
Ryan,
that
why don't you make a video like that?
Yes, I would love to dance. One of the moves he was doing was great. I don't know how he was doing it, but it was great.
Show us how you would do it if you were making the video.
Yeah,
I don't
show
think
us.
I can. I feel like this show is not rated that move. That move is rated X.
It's rated X.
Yeah.
For extra.
Charles
Incredible.
Morrison. Yes, I agree. That is a like a Liam move, Liam dance.
That is Liam all day too. Literally, he just dancing all day.
That's funny. Guys, if you're watching right now, please subscribe to us on YouTube. And please subscribe on Facebook. If you want to know what our new stuff is coming out, it's on Tabletop Everything. Tabletop Everything on Facebook. And all our new shows are going to be put there. We're doing a lot already. A lot of people are signing up. If you like all the TV shows, the mini games, the segments, that's all where it is right now on Facebook. And you also have it on YouTube, which is just Audio Dungeon. And we're going through a cycle right now. We're just going to keep throwing up all different shows. So if you like something, let us know. If you're liking those videos, that lets us know what you like more. And that's important for us. So definitely let us know. Follow, subscribe on YouTube, and follow and like on Facebook as well. And if you're on it right here at Twitch, give us a sub. So guys, we're gonna go to our last show for today, and it's gonna be a movie that I watched recently, which I thought was really cool. I believe we all watched it, and I'm excited to see what everybody else thinks, because there's a lot of cool things happen in this movie that maybe people aren't aware of, and we're gonna talk about that right now.
Yes.
So let's get ready for it. And it is our show, which is called The Nerd Review. Hey guys, welcome. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by Catherine Hunter and Ryan Frida. And today we are going over the movie, The Adam Project. This is with Ryan Reynolds, Jennifer Garner, Ruffalo. I saw this movie recently. I saw it popping up that it was coming out of the trailer, and I find myself just loving Ryan Reynolds. So I pretty much want to see Free Guy. I thought Free Guy was really good, and I think he's really doing movies right now. At least it's just in like a flow where he's doing movies that just like fit right into my bubble. Besides, like everything else that he's doing with Marvel. It's nice to see that he's in a time travel movie. And he's in the Free Guy movie, which is about the metaverse, pretty much. So let's just start going over what you guys thought of the movie, just in general. Catherine, start it up.
I thought it was a good movie. I thought there was action, but like not too much action. If you're not like I'm gonna say action a lot, but if you're not really into action movies, you could also withstand it because it like keeps you interested, but it's not like too in depth where sometimes you stop paying attention. You know what I mean? But I thought it was cool. And the end I thought was extremely sad, and I was not expecting it.
So, guys, spoiler alert: if you haven't seen the movie, be careful. I'll try to avoid it a little bit for a while, but it may come up what happened. So, just a warning there. So, Ryan, how'd you like it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I didn't expect it to be as funny as I thought it was. I think Ryan Reynolds is hilarious. There's one line that he said. It was just so funny. The girl, I'm not gonna say anything to spoil it too much, but the girl's like, "Isn't he so cute?" He's like, "Yeah, don't you want to just hold him under the water until the bubbles stop?" And I thought that was so funny.
Yes, Ryan Reynolds talking about the kid, and that's pretty much what he's known for. And they've been doing a lot of interviews out, and the kid is I don't know if he's being prepped or that's just how he is naturally, and maybe that's why he got the role. But the kid has a personality similar to Ryan Reynolds, and he's just like very kind of quick-witted. So they've been doing a lot of stuff. It's been a lot of fun. So
I actually read that they like when they were casting him, they didn't care so much if he looked like older Ryan Reynolds, but they were actually going for like trying to match his energy.
right,
So like
and it
He's
worked
yeah.
because
he
I didn't.
had it.
Yeah, I mean, if you see somebody when they're a kid, usually you see a shadow of who they become. But yeah, that matters probably more than anything. I think it's a good call.
I didn't.
Yeah, I also read that they were like in between filming, like if Ryan Reynolds wasn't filming that day, the little kid would FaceTime him and they would go like Ryan Reynolds would kind of coach him on how he would deliver the lines. So that was cute.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
that was
great.
cute.
Yeah, I didn't.
Mhm.
I didn't know anything about the movie going into it. So when they showed the kid first, I was like, immediately I knew that he was Ryan Reynolds as a kid by his like sarcastic comments that he was making. to his
Yeah,
mom.
they did a good job setting it up. You very much know what's going on. Like you get it. If you don't know the premise of the movie, so it was great. I like it. I like the whole thing about the the mom and the relationship with the son and how that was going. And there's a lot of time travel movies out there, and it was good because it kind of like it didn't like do anything that was so unique or original, but it did enough to be unique original just to kind of make it have its own story, which is nice. So I don't know if you guys noticed this, but everyone, and I believe I'm correct with this, everyone in the movie was in a time travel movie or TV show. And I think it might be every main actor, actually.
Really?
Okay, I could definitely see Ruffalo because
actually, yeah.
Avengers.
Yeah, so I went through them all, and I was watching with my wife here. We were checking it out, and I said to her, I was like, I'm pretty sure. I go, wait, he's in a movie with a time travel. So is she. So is he. So is he. And I realized I got to like 4 or 5, and I go, it must be everybody. And then I went through everyone, and I came down. I can't remember her name, to the woman who worked in the company.
Oh,
Okay.
And yes, and she was in Percy Jackson. And I think that the plot line of Percy Jackson was that there's time travel in the beginning scene. And I think that's what it was. That's the only one that I wasn't sure about, but I found that. I think that was it. Mark Ruffalo talks about time as the Hulk in Endgame. He does like a whole big speech, which now is a bit more famous now. Then Ryan Reynolds goes back in time in Deadpool. Jennifer Garner was in 30. She goes on 30 with Mark Ruffalo, which also is time travel, obviously. So Mark Ruffalo has 2 hits for time travel right there.
With Jennifer.
They did an ad campaign after with what's his name for the professor from Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future. They kind of talk about time travel. They did that around daylight savings time, just to kind of talk about that. That was kind of fun. The Asian guy who's kind of like the fighter. He's in a show called is it Dark Matter, I think. And Dark Matter, they jump through time. So that was like the hardest one. You have to know the show to get that. And is that the last hit?
Zoe Saldana.
Oh, and yeah, Zoe Saldana, and Zoe is in Star Trek, where they go through time in the first one. And I might be wrong to say this, but she even says that she's studying linguistics, which is pretty much the same job as Uhura has in Star Trek, the original series reboots, which they go, like I said, they go through time. So being a nerd and watching this, I don't know if anyone else put all that stuff together, but that was basically every single person was just like going through time, and that was fun.
That's pretty much.
So,
I wonder if it was a prerequisite for casting.
I think it was. I think they wanted everybody that like. They probably who knows why, like how it started, but maybe they got like 1 or 2 and they were just like, this would be fun. And it's funny because like you don't really need to do that, so they just wanted to do that just to be interesting, I guess. So that was pretty cool. Who else saw the movie? Let us know if you guys saw it. We're joined by some of our fans right now. Let us know if you guys saw it. So what was one of the most touching parts for you guys?
The whole
try not to give away so much, only if you have to.
Yeah,
the whole end of the movie was just.
I was honestly like,
just when he thought it was over, he goes somewhere else, and like when he sees his mom again, I'm like,
right.
My heart.
And the end of the movie when they're doing the thing together, The three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, the kid. It was funny. The kid could do all these cool things, and Ryan Reynolds was laughing at him. He says, like, you could do all these cool things, but you can't do that. He had to learn how to do that sport, just to do that. And
Yeah, I read that
he
also.
didn't. And I think he had to do it lefty instead of righty. I guess Ryan Reynolds is lefty. I guess I can't remember. But yeah, that was touching. That was a good spot.
Yeah, that was super sad. Like you said, I like the whole like relationship with the parents thing, like the kind of theme that was in the movie, and like the multiple times it gets referenced, and I thought that was cool too. That was very touching, and it made the ending part more sad because it's just like, oh damn, like this is overdue.
The scene in the bar for me was great. That was very touching to me, I felt that one.
When he was talking, I read that that was improv, and he really was talking about how he felt about his mom in that scene.
Yeah, that's good. It did feel good. I could have sat there in that scene for a much longer time. I was like appreciating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that was very touching. It's funny how you want to just like jump into the movie and be like, listen, look,
Yeah.
to tell everybody what's going on.
Yeah, at that scene when he leaves, she like looks puzzled, and then it looked like she got up, and I thought she was gonna follow him, and I was kind of expecting like.
Well, she did. She tried to.
Okay, maybe I didn't. I don't know why I can't remember. Maybe
he leaves, like, and then she like runs outside, and then she doesn't see him.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, yeah. I was when I first saw her like get up and look puzzled, I was like, I hope she's putting it together right now. Like that's the jacket. That's him. Go get him.
What are you guys' thoughts about the end of the movie when Ryan talks to the kid about having, like, if you don't remember this, remember that, remember this thought, and then you see the end where like the thought comes out, and the little kid sees his mom again, and then it's kind of like, does he remember, or does he have like the feeling of just doing that? What do you think?
Yeah, I couldn't tell, to be honest, if they remembered. I also felt that way with when she goes to the wrong class, when his wife goes to the wrong class.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell because he's like, oh, I found you. He said, I found you to her, and like they gave each other that look, and I couldn't tell, like, what was going on, if they had, if he remembered something, if she remembered something. They both did.
Maybe it's just like they're super familiar with the person, but they don't know, like they don't have all the full memories. You know what I mean? They just feel like a connection to that person, maybe in that situation. But also, I feel like he might, though, when he's younger, he might also just remember the general idea, not necessarily the whole situation. Because I feel like, how could he go back to his everyday life remembering the whole situation? And also, I feel like if he remembered the whole thing, his life wouldn't play out as it did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's interesting. There's a lot of ways you could take it, which is awesome, because either it just stuck with them and that's it. It's a part of who they are. It's almost like a course adjustment to the personality, to the heart, or maybe like there's a little bit of a thought, like I should really do this right now. Maybe appreciate things more. I love movies like this. There was a movie in the past that I love. If I see it on, I always kind of watch it. Is Frequency. Do you ever see Frequency?
I'm not.
So Frequency is about a cop who, his father used to have like a radio, like an older, like a CB radio, I think it was CB. And the father eventually dies. This is all the premise for the movie. And the father dies. And then the kid grows up, becomes a cop. His father died, many years ago. And he starts messing with the same radio. And the Aurora Borealis happens, which they said, like, it's the strongest it's ever been in like 30-something years, right? And he's able to connect through the same radio right there. And because 30 years ago, whenever it was, his father was there at the same time the Aurora Borealis was happening. And so he's communicating with his father back in time. And they start to figure it out. And he starts to give his father instructions how he can live longer. Like, you don't do this. No, don't do this because this happens. And I just love it because it's so heartwarming. Such a good movie. And yeah, it's just great.
Yeah, the concept of time travel and that stuff is just nuts sometimes. Like, what?
I love time travel. Like, if anyone who watches the Ori Dungeon series, I've done a lot of risky time travel fun episodes, and it's always fascinating. You know, when you watch it. Star Trek does them a lot of times, and those are my favorite episodes. It always feels like dangerous. Anything can happen. You know, what's going to change? You know, that's great.
That's
So,
scary.
Kind of,
yeah, it is scary.
It kind of reminds me of I don't know if you've seen the Black Mirror episode. It was like the dating one, but like they have a bunch of tries. They meet each other a bunch of times, and I think once they like the 999th or something, it's like the perfect match. It's like a weird one, but at the end, they pretty much the two people that were dating throughout that show, they meet in the end for the final time that would make them like the perfect match. It's weird, but kind of the same vibe. Like I can't tell if they're aware of the past they have together or not, or because they're looking at each other with like the little twinkle in the eye.
That's cool. Yeah, it's good. It's good when they leave a little bit to be like, you know, just to wonder about. So technically, there was some interesting things I saw in this movie, and I wasn't looking for it, but I saw it. Through on the Adam Project, the color blue. Anyone who watched it, it was super prominent, and they were constantly bringing it back up and throwing it in your face. Like the car was blue, the kid's jacket was blue, and the blues they actually brightened up. I actually think they built. I don't know why. I can only say what I saw, and maybe because of our background in the studio, but they were literally driving the movie's color system around blue, and they just keep bringing it up. And maybe it could have been something simple because they were doing a lot of green screen work and they just played the blue up or whatever. Who knows what the reasons were? But there were odd choices for coming up, and it was always that color blue. And then they would offset it with like a bright red and a blue. And then I was thinking, I know that in kids' movies, like the kids' spy movies always come out, you know, like a Disney or whatever. They use very prominent colors because it's fun and fascinating for people to watch, or kids to watch rather. And for kids, they usually keep things shorter scenes and very bright. So I was wondering if they did the same kind of thing here, but that color just kept popping up, and I kept pointing it out. And my wife just thought I was nuts. And I was like, I've never watched a movie where I'm pointing out the colors, but I'm telling you, it's blue just keeps popping up like crazy. It's all over the place. And they're brilliant blues, even from the very first second of the movie.
Now that you say that, it's very apparent. It's like the car, the spaceship, the class that she's late to.
The
everything.
lightsaber.
Yeah, the lightsaber. Like literally everything is blue.
Yeah, lightsaber might have been purple.
No, I think it was blue.
I think it was blue. Yeah, I think it was like a frost blue. I think it was like.
It was a light blue. Yeah.
So yeah, it could have been just something they just chose that color because that was the best for the movie. But I thought it was interesting, and because I saw the time travel stuff, I started thinking like, is there a reason why it's blue? Like is there just another theme that they're running or something like that? It just seemed like there was some sort of undercurrent for this movie that they wanted to do, but I didn't know why. But it was. I loved the movie. I thought it was great. It was fun, and like Free Guy got me into it. I watched the movie. It was a good adventure. And it's, you know, it's a one and done, and that's what this was also. You know, it was great, and I liked what they were. I liked it was. I feel like it was the more modern day idea of time travel now, because in Marvel Endgame, they debunk Back to the Future time travel theory that everyone thinks of. They're like, no, that doesn't make sense. You know, what are you getting all your information from Back to the Future? You know, they kind of make fun of it, and now they're saying, you know, the idea of time travel is that like something can become your future and your past, and it may not happen right away. Ryan Reynolds in the movie was saying that like, no, I'll sync up later at another time, and then I'll remember this. He's like, why don't you remember this now? You know, like what happened? He's like, no, I won't. This you gotta remember, this is not my past, but when I go back, then it will be my past, and then I sync up.
Yeah, I forget the term he used for the time. He's like, everybody has their blank time that he was referring to in that moment, I think, unless I'm thinking about a different scene. But
I don't remember.
Yeah, he said like
timeline.
Yeah, but it was there. He's like, everybody's got their real time, something like that, like where I guess where they're meant to be at that specific moment in time.
Maybe a space time. I don't know. I remember that scene. I was in the spaceship, right? He was explaining.
Yeah, he's talking to the kid. He's telling the kid. He's like, everybody's got their something like real time or something along that line.
Right.
One word and then time.
Yeah. So that kind of falls into like, I guess it's like a general idea of what we believe space travel is now. And if you notice that everyone's doing that, like Marvel's playing with the multiverse now. You know, Marvel is in like all these different parallel dimensions. You know, which is this is happening, but there's another dimension where Orion's not on the show and it's Dan on the show, and another dimension where Catherine's out, and there's an infinite number of dimensions all at the same time, and every different possible computation of reality, and that's what multiverse is. That's why you have this different Spider-Mans, different things. Anything can happen. All the different permutations can happen, and that's what it is. And then you have time travel, when now we have the talk of like, no, it's not like Back to the Future. It's more complicated than that, and in some ways more simpler than that. You're following your own path, which follows this unusual path through timelines, and it's interesting just to see like where we've evolved over the years from like 1980s to 2020. 2022, and just to see that like this is where we are as a culture, what we believe time travel is. What do you guys think? Is time travel possible?
I hope so. I don't want to do it right now because I feel like I said, it's scary, and like I don't want to ruin anything for myself. But maybe like if I think about it for 10 years, and by the time in 10 years when I'm done thinking about it, it'll be possible for us.
Yeah, a lot of the people that I talk to, because I don't know much about science really in that aspect. I don't think many people that I talk to do, but I think it could be possible. But just from people explaining it to me, like, I think it could be possible.
Yeah, there's always the joke. They did it on Big Bang Theory where you make a deal with yourself and you say, okay, if I invent time travel, I'm going to come back to this moment and prove it to myself on this day at this time, or 1 minute from now. And then you sit there and wait, and you see if it happens. So maybe we do that right now in the show. Right now, we can have that moment. So in our time right now, it is 9:54. If time travel is real, and the problem is you have to remember this, because I don't remember this in 2 weeks, then it obviously would never work, right? But we're gonna see how this works. So here we go. So if time travel is real, at 9:55, one of us comes back and appears behind one of us on the show. Right now, here it comes. We're just going to wait for it, guys. Not yet. 9:54. Is it going to happen? Remember, 9:55 on March 21st, 2022. Let's wait. Let's see. Imagine this happens.
And we just appear on Ryan's TV screen, and in our life from the future just plays on the TV behind him.
That would be insane.
I'm waiting. So 9:54. It's got to be any second now. 9:55 p.m.
Is it 9:55 already?
It's about to be 9:55. Here it comes. Here it comes. That's right. Maybe it would be good enough. It's the first time. Here it is, 9:55. Damn.
Damn it.
Okay, so it didn't work.
Damn.
Looks like none of us invent time travel. Good going, guys.
Not yet, at least.
Maybe not yet. It would be in the future. We would come back now. It doesn't matter when it is.
Yeah, what if we can come back
I want
like
time travel.
you're right. We'll see.
So what would you go back and change? Do you feel do you feel that what they did in the movie was correct? So they actually had to, in a sense, uninvent time travel. Do you agree with what they did? And why?
When you say uninvent time travel, can you elaborate on that?
Well, it caused a bunch of problems, and that a lady was manipulating time and changing things, so they had to write it, and that's why they pretty much, spoiler alert, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's why they had to undo everything, and then they disappeared in the end.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I liked it. I feel like that kind of makes sense. I feel like it goes in line with another spoiler, I guess, Mark Ruffalo's hesitancy to get involved in the beginning. Like he's like, "Oh, you're messing with things," and
right.
Like so, I liked it because I thought that it gave good, like, all right, like he's not going to get involved, and then he gets involved because of it. He's like, I got to change it. But I think that's good. It seems like that would happen. It's like if there is time travel, you don't want to do too many things if you are time traveling that would affect the future in a way that maybe you shouldn't.
So would you guys do it if it meant that it might knock you out of existence? Because you don't know if this you is only one that you're going to feel, and perhaps the other you is, while it's still you, is not your same consciousness in a way, because it's almost like split a parallel universe. So would you guys make the decision to save the day, to save the timeline, but possibly be blinked out of existence?
You have to
Catherine?
I feel like you have to pull a Spider-Man on that one and do it.
I feel like if I had, oh, sorry.
Make everyone forget just for the greater good, even if it, because like that's kind of selfish then.
I mean, yeah, I feel like when it comes down to that, it comes down like a reality, existence issue. You're like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to choose me over billions.
Yeah, like, and what happens when you're the only person alive? Is that even fun?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think that. I don't think that ever be fun.
Yeah.
Ryan, would you do it? Would you sacrifice your own existence to save a timeline?
Oh, so, okay, yes. I thought the question was, would you time travel with the risk that you might screw something up? I would, if I had the opportunity, or the call was to sacrifice myself. I think I would. And if there also was a call to time travel, but I wouldn't if I thought, like, if I didn't know what I was doing, I was like, why are they choosing me to time travel? I'm not going to do it, because I might just destroy the freaking universe or the place that I'm at right now. So there's a scenario where I would, and there's a scenario where I would.
So we're back to the multiverse. Yes.
Yes. If it was like Ryan just chilling out in his room, randomly gets granted the power to time travel, I'd probably be like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then if it was Ryan, the badass, is about to save the galaxy and sacrifice himself, I'd Peter Parker that crap and dip out.
Very nice. Okay, so let's give this movie a rating. The Adam Project, from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. Catherine, what do you give it?
I would say it's a cool, calm 7.5. Like, it wasn't
Cool,
terrible.
calm 7.5.
Yeah, 7's like in the middle. You know what I mean? Like, it's not too much, it's not too little, but like it wasn't like, whoa, I love that movie. You know, it was like it was a good watch though. I didn't waste my time watching it.
And Ryan?
I would say like I think a 7.5. Yeah, I think a 7.5 is solid, because it's like, I don't want to give it a 7, and like I could give it an 8, like, because I did really enjoy it, and I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I did. So yes, I would say 7.5 or 8. I think Ryan Reynolds is so funny in some of the lines, like, it's just great. So maybe an 8, maybe an 8. Yeah, I laughed a bunch of times. I kept rewinding that one part with the bubbles. So 8.
I think I would give it an 8. It's hard. It's hard when you compare like movies that like are part of super franchises and movies that are just like this, like a one-off. But if the end of the day, if you watch the movie, you had a good time, and like either you want it to be longer, or you're still talking about it, or it keeps popping up in your thoughts, those are all good signs. And this one was good. I had a pleasant time with it. I would definitely say an 8. So definitely a solid movie. Definitely recommend it, guys. Check it out. It's on Netflix right now, and again, it's called The Adam Project, and it's good. It's a beautiful looking movie, and it's funny, and it's definitely a good watch. So check it out, guys. That does it here for the Nerd Review, and that's gonna do it for us for D6 for today, guys. Next week we'll be back. Dan Isgro, as you notice, is away. Damien is away, and we're down here holding it down. So we appreciate you hanging out with us, guys, today. And that'll do it for us. So I'm Tony Hansen, joined by Catherine Hunter and Ryan Aquafrida. Guys, follow, subscribe on YouTube, on Twitch, Tabletop, everything on Facebook. Go there now, sign up. And if you do, we appreciate it. One more thing, for those of you that are into Dungeons & Dragons, on Tuesday nights, 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for any level of Patreon, you're going to be able to play Dungeons & Dragons with us on our Discord, and I think we'll probably be using our streaming software as well. It starts tomorrow. We're making characters in our own Dungeons & Dragons system, and it's a great time to start up. Again, any level of Patreon, just go to patreon.com/audio dungeon. You can sign up and play along every single week for an hour and a half every single week, and it interlaces with our main story that runs in on Wednesday. So go check out Patreon. And you could join up as well. We have a great bunch of guys that are watching right now, and a couple of cool girls that are watching as well. And so it's definitely a good time for all. So that does it here for D6 Arcade for Audio Dungeon, guys. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. We appreciate sponsors, fans, and thank you for your donations, guys. We appreciate it. And that'll do it for us. We will see you next time on Audio Dungeon. Thanks a lot, guys.
Peace.